What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome back for another recap video. What the heck just happened today on TPST? I'm coming back to check this out, and man, oh man, this has got to be the biggest move. This has to be probably one of the most record-breaking moves I've ever seen. I have not seen this since early 2020, midday, man. This thing just ripped the hell out from, well, yesterday we closed. Yesterday we closed at 24 cents a share. 24 cents a share. That is some crazy, crazy stuff. Low volume, 20 cents a share overnight. I remember this gapping up after hours. I didn't even think about this thing. And I wake up, this thing is ripping, freaking absolutely ripping past $1. And then at the open, we have a little bit of fake out, shake out sort of move here. I actually take a couple losses in that. Oh no, my bad. This was at 4 a.m. I was not trading at 4 a.m. I wasn't trading any of that actually. It curled back up at 7. Had a nice choppy move here. I ended up taking some losses in this area. It actually started off pretty red. In this area, we finally curled up and we had a nice pop through 150 all the way up to 230. And that was crazy in and of itself. And at the open, I was able to catch a dip here for a quick pop off the lows. Off of this support level here, able to catch a quick 10-15 cent pop there, and that was it. That was pretty much my only trade on this stock. I walked away from red to green on the day, and I wrapped it up there. This thing topped out. It resumed super way higher, and I should have held into the halt, but I didn't. But it resumed way higher and halted down. I thought that was going to be it. And then somewhere around 11 o'clock, this thing just went on an absolute tear. 250 up to 3, pull back to 260, and then just got some legs from 260 all the way up to 520. Another pullback again, then another curl. And mind you, this is all very tough trading since it's got very tight halt bands. The reason why it has very tight halt bands is because the previous day it was at 20 cents. The previous day was at 20 cents, so it didn't have any time to adjust to a new price and halt bands. So it only was literally had, what is that, 20 cent halt bands? So 20 cents lower, halt down, 20 cents higher, halt up, and pretty much just a lot of halting action. It actually looked pretty tough to trade, but I mean, some people did very, very well today. Me, on the other hand, I did not trade any of this. I was not trading at all. But man, like halt, all day long, halting, all the way up to 11.50. This has got to be probably the biggest move I've ever seen. Percentage-wise, 4,690%, almost a 5,000% move off of the low of the close of yesterday. That is absolutely insane. The thing is, when you see this, every trader and their mother is itching for the next stock. And so that's why we might get some sympathy. We did get some moves on SECO. I know some people called out SECO after hours. This thing went from 20 cents up to 379. 1,000% move. Sympathy, momentum. Wowzers, crazy. Holy crap. SECO. OPGN is another one that people were calling out. This thing went from 40 cents all the way up to 240. Wow, these penny stocks are flying. Man, tomorrow, we'll see what's in stock for tomorrow. But I will be ready. I will be up in my chair at 7 a.m. sharp to Eastern time to trade this action. We're seeing stocks go from 30 cents up to $2.50. I hope this is the beginning of the rest of the year. I hope this is the beginning of the momentum. I hope it gets hotter, more consistent, and super excited. I don't want to get too overconfident because, like always, each day stands on its own. And, if we wake up and there's nothing moving, then there's no really reason to take any massive share size. But if something is getting some very high volume, or gapping up, and we're breaking highs, then you know what? Then it's time to really step on the gas. It's going to be the time to where you got to trust your system, double down, triple down on your size, and start making some bank. These types of moves is what you like to see when you want to size up, because the risk to reward is there. The reward by buying a breakout could be 3-4x your risk. So you definitely want to be taking those trades. But again, I'm not just going to blindly come in tomorrow and just blindly buy the first green candle in the market at 7 a.m. It brings me back to my GME days back in 2021, I think, when GME was ripping up. I was super excited. I woke up, got up at like 6:45 a.m., sat down, 7 a.m. Eastern time. First trade I took, and I was immediately down $300, $400 because I was just so excited that GME was breaking the highs, and all that FOMO got to my head, and I ended up fumbling the bag pretty hard. So we're not going to do that again. We're going to stay calm. We're going to stay cool. We're going to stay collected. We're going to wait for quality setups. And if the setups are resolving into some nice moves, then we will be sizing up. And the signs are there. The signs are there right now. So I hope this will continue for the rest of the week and the rest of the month and the rest of the year, so we can rake in some solid gains for the close of 2023. Today, small green up 34. Small green, like I said, trading the main stock TPST on the day. We can showcase this. Let's take a look. We can showcase this on the day here. So it was a false halt, actually. So we had a halt down, and then we had our resumption. Let's pull out our resumption. Okay. So we had our resumption. And now I was trying to fish for the bottom here. I was fishing for the bottom. We're coming back to our previous support level around 180. So I'm thinking we could get a pop here. We're a little bit selling off kind of hard here. Now look at this. This is what we talk about. This is tape reading right here. This is A+ tape reading. This is a beautiful setup. If you know how to tape read, if you know how to read the depth of market, this opportunity would have made you a crap ton of money. So take a look at this. Look at the level 2 here. Look at the level 2. We got stacks. We got stacks. And then look at that. We're getting chipped down. Look at all those green orders come through, and that gets chipped down really quick. That's when you want to be slapping the buy button to get in on this action. So we'll take a look at that again. Stacks, and it's getting stacks, more stacks. And then once it starts coming down, that's when you start adding into that. 1,000 shares right there taking off into that pop over $2. Actually took some off a little bit too early, one position too early. In reality, I should have held some into this halt because it was such a sporadic move. It probably would have caught traders off of guard. And then you do have that huge, this is like a huge block of buyers here that you definitely wanted to hold into that. And especially at the open, you can get a lot more volume, so it's more likely to halt. Resume higher. So I should have held that, but it is what it is. I would have made an extra 50 cents on that if I held, but can't be too down on myself. Just managing my risk. And halt, being stuck in a halt is definitely a risk in and of itself because you don't have any control. It can unhalt wherever it wants, and you have no choice on selling before then. You're getting stuck in at that price, and that is it. So trading around halts is definitely a lot riskier, definitely more advanced trading style. I prefer to avoid them, and I do like stocks that don't halt as much, that have just a lot more cleaner price action, and actually, tradable price action. But we did unhalt way up here, so that does not discount the fact that that would have been a beautiful trade up here at 240, 250. But again, it is what it is. And that was it. That was my trade. I was actually red on the day and got green on the day, and then wrapped it up from there. I did not expect that move to go all the way up to 1150 on TPST, but I had other things to do. I also have a day job as well, to keep me alive in the trading game, so that I can stay long term. I can stay long term and be in it for the long term. So where I have the experience and the skills necessary to make this like a full-time gig. So I don't need to capture every move. All I need to do is know the setups, know the time of day that I perform well in, and stick to those times. That means you're going to be missing stocks that are going to be trading very well outside of those ranges. For me, I like to trade right in this area between 9 and 10:30, kind of right in here. And that is going to be given that I'm going to miss some moves, but more often than not, I'm going to be holding on to gains by not trading this, because most of the time after 10:30 I do give back profits, and most of the time you don't see a stock that goes like this. So today might be one of those days. If I didn't have a day job and I was just trading all day, I could just stack gains onto gains and stack more gains. But this is probably a 1 in 50 or 1 in 100 sort of scenario, and more times often than not, once I wrap it up at 10:30, I have usually already marked the high of day in my profit by stopping at 10:30. So that's what I'm going to continue to do. But I will wake up tomorrow 7 a.m. sharp, be sitting down, looking at my gap scanner, ready to trade some pre-market action, hopefully some more action at the open, and I'll be able to capture on some of this momentum. So thanks for tuning in. If you guys were green today, bravo, very good action today. Hope you guys got a piece of it. But if not, there's always tomorrow. The market will always be there for you. The market will be open again tomorrow, so you can redeem yourself, or start chipping away at some losses if you had some losses. But thanks for tuning in for this recap video. If you are not yet a subscriber, consider subscribing. Smash that like button. It supports the channel. I would appreciate that very, very much. Check out the links down in the description, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.